Classroom Crisis, a romance anime that takes place in an academy on Mars. Actually, I Am is about an ordinary high school student who learns that he is studying with monsters.
Maybe someone like Keita Amano.
Game is, if you like animes where the popular girl falls for an unpopular guy, you should watch this.
あれ君誰
The Troubled Life of Miss Kotora. It's about a girl named Kotora who can read minds and a boy who has a love interest for this girl.
Just now, you saw my underwear.
Well, who can say what I saw, really?
Mayo Chiki, an anime about a boy with exenphobia that makes his nose bleed every time he has physical contact with a female.
嬉しいけどごめんなさい。
One Week Friends or Ishukan Friends. A story about a guy who asks a girl to be his friend every week.
I'd say that you're my only one.
Adachi and Shimamura. Interested in Yuri anime? Then this one is for you.
なあ、ナナコ、ちょっと飯食っていくか。
Senryu Girl focuses on a relationship between Nanako Yukishiro, a girl who only communicates through Senryu poetry, and Eiji Busujima, an ex-delinquent who attempts to write his own Senryu. Masamune-kun's Revenge, a story about a guy trying to take revenge on a girl who rejected him.
Well, you see, I'm...
Onegai Teacher, a love story about a forbidden relationship between a teacher and her student.
Just cigarettes. Sorry, I didn't mean to. It's a mistake. Really?
Real Life. The story revolves around 27 years old Arata Kaisaki and yet who got another chance to attend high school. Boarding School Juliet. It's a story about two leaders of two groups who fall in love with each other. If you like animes become lovers type of animes, then you should check this out. My Little Monster focuses on the relationship between Shizuku Mizutani, who has absolutely no interest except in studying and her plans for the future, and a boy named Haru Yoshida, who sits next to Shizuku in class but rarely attends school.
あんな彼女と青春の日々を。
The Kawaii Complex Guide to Manage and Hostile Behavior. The story follows a high schooler named Kazunari Usa as he moves into a boarding house complex, illustrating the unique blossoming relationship he has with his fellow roommate Ritsu Kawaii. On top of that, we see the connections Kazunari develops as a result of meeting his new roommates. Fuka is about a relationship between an energetic girl named Fuka and a shy transfer student Yu Haruna and the popular singer Kiyoki Higurashi.
彼にはとても大きな夢が。
This art club has a problem, focuses on Ori Middle School's art club, where only Usami Mizuki cares about art at all. The president is always sleeping, while Uchimaki Subaru is only interested in painting his perfect 2D wife and frustrating Usami.
綺麗。
Our love has always been 10 centimeters apart. It's a sweet romance anime about two high school students who couldn't say that they love each other before graduating.
Huh?
I'm saying that Yui and I switched places last night, like you see in a manga.
Kokoro Connect follows 5 high school students who are in the same club and the various supernatural sense-altering phenomenon in their daily lives, all seemingly caused by a cryptic entity that refers to itself as Heartseed. Kono Oto Tomare. If you want a heartwarming story that focuses on music and high school romance drama, then you should watch Kono Oto Tomare.
開いちゃった。
Kimi Kiss Pure Rock, a romance anime that focuses more on drama than comedy. If you are someone who likes romance anime, then I am sure you will like this anime.
Why don't we have ourselves some tea? Today I thought we'd try raspberry. It smells so sweet and fragrant.
Some sweet nectar.
Oh Maiden in Your Savage Season takes a more realistic take on high school romance while showing us the difference between childhood and adulthood and the characters trying to understand their emotions and how to properly express them, which is something most people of all ages find difficult to do.
Hey. Wanna ditch this place with me?
Domestic Girlfriend tells the story of the conflicted feelings of Natsuo towards his first love and the girl he lost his virginity to, and the uncertain and conflicting nature of romantic relationship between step-siblings and also between a teacher and a student, while highlighting the themes of youth, family, friendship, learning, growing up, and career.
いつも目で追っていた彼女が目の前にいるのに、うまく言葉が出ない。
Love and Lies. The story follows Yukari, a shy teenage boy who was feeling for one of his classmates, but was forced to be engaged with another girl by the government marriage policy.
It's worth it.
"3D Kanojo, Real Girl" is about an otaku named Hikari who gets a chance to date the most popular girl in his high school. But there is a catch. Iroha is moving in 6 months owing to her father's work and transferring to another school as a result.
May, I love you.
Huh?
Say I love you. Mei Tachibana is a quiet girl who just wants to be alone, but it's not going to be easy because the most popular boy in her school takes an interest in her. Say I Love You is an anime that focuses on its characters and the insecurities they have.
ある春の日、俺は運命と出会った。
How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. The story follows high school student Tomoya Aki, who recruits a trio of beautiful girls to help him develop a visual novel to sell at the Comic-Con convention. So, don't neglect it by thinking it's a harem, because it is one of the best romance anime that truly focuses on its characters' feelings.
やった。カメラ目線。
今撮った。
Wolf Girl and Black Prince. This anime follows a naive high school girl named Erika Shinohara, who falls in love with a mean-spirited sadist who forces her to become his dog in exchange for keeping her secret.
The vice principal wanted me to show you around the school during lunch break, so I'll be your guide today. I'm glad to meet you.
Kids on the Slope. The series follows Kaoru Nishimi, an introverted high school student who discovers jazz music through his friendship with his delinquent classmate, Sentaro Kawabuchi.
Come to me. Intense. Blazers.
Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Bored of watching the same high school romance? Then you should watch Chivalry of a Failed Knight, an action romance anime.
クリスマスイブの夜、彼女に振られ鼻垂れてた俺にティッシュを差し出してくれたのはサンタさんでした。
Rainbow Days is about a group of friends who attends the same school and the colorful lives and romantic relationships of these high school boys. Blue Spring Ride, the series follows a girl who is acting unfeminine due to a history of her female classmates ostracizing her out of jealousy. As a result, she feels her life is uninteresting. But one day, she reunites with Ko Tanaka, her first love who had previously moved to Nagasaki in middle school. Cross Game. This anime is a must watch. If you like sports themed romance animes, then Cross Game is a hidden gem in this genre. So, definitely check it out.
ねえ、西方。何してんの？
何高木さん。別に。
Teasing Master Takagi-san. A middle school girl makes a game out of embarrassing a classmate she likes. Nothing special, then what is the thing that makes it one of the best slice of life romance anime currently out there? The answer will be its unforgettable characters and the beautiful and calming visuals that will soothe your soul.
大事な人は遠く離れて、いつの間にか世界は色を失っていた。
The World in Colors. It's about a colorblind girl from a family of mages who travels back in time to 2018 and attends high school with her grandmother's younger self on a quest to get in touch with her closer of emotions. Sure children. Instead of focusing on a single couple, we get to see various students and the blossoming romance between them. If you are looking for something simple and can be binge watched, then you should pick this one.
But I won't let that happen. Bring it on if you dare, Doomflag. I'll take you on without an ounce of fear.
My next life as a villainess, all routes lead to doom. Prefer a sekai romance anime, then villainess should be on your list. It's about a girl who got transported to a fantasy world as a villainess, and how she tries to avoid the bad endings that awaits her.
Izumi! Tell him and I'll beat you to a pulp.
Just Because. A modest and wholesome romance story about some high school friends and their everyday lives. The series shows us that how a person can rewrite the lives of the people around him, and it does an outstanding job at that.
Taichi-kun, isn't this pretty?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Earlier, I said I didn't know this place, but I come here all the time for the view.
Dusk Maiden of Amnesia. The story follows Teichinia, an ordinary high school student who can see a ghost named Yuko, who mysteriously died in the basement of the old school building. The story focuses on Teichi as he tries to uncover the mystery behind the death of Yuko.
You're not so good, you know.
Kei Takashima, the first person I ever lost to. Another match! And then...
Special A follows Hikari Anazano and Kei Takashima, two childhood friends who consider them to be sworn rivals. But while Hikari considers Kei a rival and somewhat a friend, Kei loves Hikari.
If life is God tier, and it's the way you're describing it.
Oh, it is.
The gamer in me wants to give it a shot.
Bottom tier character Tomozaki, one of the best romance anime that was released in 2021. This anime mainly focused on character development. So if you're looking for a plain high school romance anime, then this isn't for you. But if you want a slow-paced romance anime with good character development, then definitely give this a try.
About you, what color do you want to be?
I've never really thought about it.
What kind of answer is that?
I think right now, I'm white.
The Pet Girl of Sakurasu. Sakura Dormitory is a dorm built to put the most troublemaking students, and Sorata Kanada, our MC, moves into Sakura Dormitory. As he starts to get used to the lives in the dorm, Mashiro Shina, a world-famous artist who cannot even take care of her daily life, moves in. Sorata is forced to become Mashiro's caretaker. The story is about their daily lives as well as their mental growth.
It's very nice to meet you all.
Good enough. You can sit next to Miss Takamiya. She's over there, all the way in the back. Go ahead.
Orange is a must-watch, heartwarming romance anime about a girl who is trying to change the future to save the boy she loves. And don't forget to check that you have tissues near you because it's going to be a tearjerker. The quintessential Quintuplins is a well-written harem anime that can stand toe-to-toe with some of the best romance anime out there. The show is about a guy named Futaro who was hired to tutor a group of identical quintuplins. The main focus of the show is that he will choose one of the girls, but the identity of the bride is unknown until near the end of the show.
I'm sorry, Usui.
It's alright. Just get some rest.
Maid Summer is a must-watch romantic comedy anime about two high school students. A girl who hates the boys and the attractive Takumi Usui, who breaks the hearts of all the girls. If you like stories with a tsundere and a slowly blossoming romance, then why not watch Maid Summer? My teen romantic comedy Snafu. This may start like your typical rom-com with a pessimistic, close-minded main character, but soon it turns into something different. A love triangle that will force you to choose one of the girls to root for. But even after choosing, you can't help but wonder if there's a chance to see both of them happy. And that's what makes it stand out, at least in my opinion. Your Lie in April. The potential to make someone cry is not a simple thing. And the reason why I didn't finish Your Lie in April is that this anime has that potential. And I know that I can handle this one. So if someone watching this video has finished Your Lie in April, please tell me how much did you cry?
俺、期待しちゃってもいいんだよね。夏休みも黒沼に会えるって。
Kimi Todoke. I like shows with good character development because that allows me to sympathize with the characters. And Sawako was a character that I felt comfortable or connected with because the same things happened to me as well. So in my view, Kimi Todoke is a great show that everyone should consider watching.
君はあずさ川ってイメージじゃないし、作田くんって呼ぶから。どうして脱ぐの？何もしないって言ったじゃない。不潔、変態、露出狂。
Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Don't let the title mislead you. It's not about a bunny girl. Instead, it's a well-written drama about the struggle and social issues of being a teenager in a much more realistic way than any other rom-coms out there. And this only makes the show more interesting and pleasing to watch.
Oh, I see. The palm thing. Yep, that's a perfect name for her.
Toradora. Introducing characters is easy, but making the most out of it is very hard. But in Toradora, every character that was introduced has a purpose or a role that they meant to play to get Toradora to the point where it is now. And that doesn't mean the other aspect of the show is lacking. In my opinion, Toradora is an outstanding show that every romance anime fan should check out. Horimiya, one of the simplest romance anime out there, and yet we all love it so much that it outperformed some of the biggest names released in the same season. Horimiya is a simple yet wholesome romance anime that comes under the coming of age genre. So make sure that you watch Horimiya.